Okay, welcome to lesson 4, campaigns, planning and executing SMS campaigns. So we'll start with campaign strategy, where we're going to lay the foundation for a results-driven approach. Then we're going to drive into message crafting and personalization, because every word counts when you've got just 160 characters. Next up, we'll cover segmentation and exclusions, ensuring that your messages reach the right people at the right time while staying compliant and generating that positive ROI. And then from there, we'll move into engagement tracks, so helping you nurture customer relationships and keeping your SMS list warm. And finally, we'll wrap with a quick breakdown of SMS versus MMS, short codes, and how to choose the right format for your goals. So let's dive in and start building an SMS campaign calendar that actually converts. Okay, let's talk SMS campaigns. Okay, SMS campaigns, what and when? So when we're thinking SMS campaigns, we're thinking sale announcements, holiday promotions, new product announcements, VIP, early access, last call before the bar closes, sale ends, reward SMS subscribers, treating your SMS list like VIPs, and SMS campaigns, I cannot say this enough, are not duplicate of email campaigns. Okay, so let's get into it. Complex messages. SMS messages are limited to 160 characters, which make it difficult to convey complex messages or instructions. So if messages require more space than this, email or another form of communication is the better choice. Non-urgent messages. So SMS campaigns are typically used for time-sensitive messages or urgent promotions. For non-urgent messages, other channels like emails are better. Okay, high volume messages. If plan to send a high volume messages, SMS campaigns can become expensive. You're paying per credit with Klaviyo. So this may not be cost effective. So in these cases, email is better. And then irrelevant messages. Don't send for the sake of sending. Sending irrelevant messages can annoy your customers and damage your brand's reputation. It's important to only send SMS messages to customers who have explicitly opted in to receive them, and ensures that messages remain relevant and valuable to the recipient. And time-sensitive promotions. I've mentioned this before, but I'm going to reiterate it. SMS messages are ideal for time-sensitive promotions, flash sales, where the customer needs to act quickly. With high open rates, SMS is an excellent way to promote urgent, time-sensitive action. And personalized offers. SMS messages can be used to send personalized offers to customers based on their purchase history, browser behavior, and other customer data. So this can help improve customer engagement and drive sales. In this lesson, we're diving into the art of writing SMS messages that actually convert. We'll break down how to write copy that gets attention fast, how to keep it short and impactful, and how to personalize your messages in a way that drives clicks, not unsubscribes. From tone and structure to smart segmentation and behavior-based messaging, this is where strategy meets execution. So let's get into it. Okay, let's get into some core principles of SMS message crafting. So first one is getting to the point fast. SMS is a short form channel, and you're messaging someone's phone, so you don't want to meander. You want to get to the point quickly and get them to act right away. One message equals one goal. So focus on a single CTA, same thing with email marketing, and avoid clutter, meandering off the point, multiple CTAs, etc. And then finally, use natural language. So you want to blend in like you're one of your customers' besties. So yeah, talk to them as if they're a real person instead of just kind of shooting a robotic marketing language at them. And then finally, personalization strategies that drive conversions. Slide 1. So use first names where appropriate. So, hey, first name, don't miss this. Sometimes if it doesn't fit in the context, which it should, because, we want to talk to them like they're our friends, and typically you would shout out a friend's name. And yeah, so this works better in early stage flows. So think the welcome flow, think some new campaigns. Context is important. And behavior-based messaging. So you want to remember that context is key here. If they're browsing a product, for example, we saw you looking at this. If it's more of a win-back flow, still thinking about us, we miss you, for example. So context is super important. And finally, some last notes on personalization strategies that drive conversions. We want to think purchase-based personalization. So the same as you would do with a cross-sell in a flow, we want to make these messages really fit with the life cycle of what our customer has been doing and looking at. So for example, since you grabbed our prenatal, here's 15% off your first DHA supplement, cross-sell or upsell based on customer lifecycle. And then there's also the option of location-based personalization. I really like this example. If it's a hot day in Miami, where I feel like we all wish we were at some point on a beach in Miami. Hot Miami, stay hydrated, 10% off our summer essentials, for example. Just really playing on the events and timeline that's happening in the customer's geography area. All right, so that is personalization and message crafting. Segmentation, one of the funnest things in marketing. Okay, so SMS segmentations, there's more to it than we think. So we're going to go into some basic SMS engagement segments and then go into advanced SMS segmentation speed round. All right, so basic SMS segmentation. So anyone who has recently in the last 30 days interacted with your SMS content or subscribed to SMS. This ensures that you only message those who want to receive your content. By targeting this segment, you can increase the chances of SMS campaigns being successful and avoid annoying customers that may have lost interest in your brand. Additionally, sending SMS messages to the 30-day engaged segment helps you maintain a positive sender reputation with mobile carriers. So with email marketing, we're thinking about our Klaviyo deliverability and reputation to stay in that healthy pool of senders. And with SMS, we're thinking about mobile carriers. So carriers monitor the engagement rates of SMS messages and may consider your messages to be spam if you are consistently sending to unengaged recipients. So a negative sender reputation can lead to your messages being blocked, filtered, and making it more difficult to reach your target audience. So overall, sending SMS messages to your 30-day engaged segment is best practice for effective SMS marketing and can help you maximize the return on investment of your SMS campaigns, especially since we're paying per credit over here. Okay, let's get into SMS segmentation speed round. Okay, this is advanced segmentation. So we're going to look at prefers SMS segment, SMS VIP segment, SMS location-based segment. This is great for brick and mortar and shipping zones. SMS subscriber by country, also great for shipping zones, depending on ship rates and whatnot. SMS budget shoppers, SMS marketing preferences, and received virtual contact cards, only available in the US and Canada. Let's get into it. Okay, so the prefers SMS segment. So when using both email and SMS, some subscribers, let me move my head. Okay, when using both email and SMS, some subscribers may prefer one platform to the other. Someone who interacts with SMS but does not interact with email, their behavior exhibits a preference for SMS over email. So use cases for SMS prefers. So use SMS to prompt subscribers to re-engage with your email content via offers and special deals. Also communicate major updates via text to ensure subscribers don't miss out. The main theme of this overall presentation. And our SMS VIP segment. So an SMS VIP segment allows you to hone in on your most valuable customers who have opted into SMS marketing. So send to this group exclusive deals and promotions and let them know that you appreciate their ongoing support. And this segment will look different in every account. So in this example, I've done placed order at least 5 times, but depending on the account, maybe it's 2 times, maybe it's 1 time. SMS location-based segment, brick and mortar and shipping zone. So this is relevant for brick and mortar or geographic-specific products and shipping areas. You may only want to send a text to those who are within driving distance to that location, or in the context of shipping zones. For my company, for example, shipping rates are cheaper in the US than in Canada because we have distribution in the US. So we'd be offering different promos to Canada versus US because let's say we'll do free shipping in the US and $5 shipping in Canada, for example. SMS subscriber by country, also relevant for shipping zones. You can also include your subscribers based on their phone country code. So I'll move my head. Country code in Canada, for example. SMS budget shoppers. This is probably, if I were to put myself in a category, probably me. I'm a thrifty lady. For those whose shopping behavior shows that they are either thrifty or frequently purchase during sales, you can create a segment around this behavior using customer lifetime value or previous purchase history. Then target these segments primarily with sales messages and encourage a conversion. I'm a sucker for a sale. SMS marketing preferences. So this is basically using custom profile properties from the preference page to segment out your audience. Our favorite type of segmentation. And receive virtual contact cards by US and Canada. So targeting messaging, these individuals have already indicated interest in your brand by adding your virtual contact card to their contact list, and you could use this segment to send targeted messages. They're interested. Okay, exclusions. Probably should have kept this with segmentation. Anyways, subscribers who have already converted are excluded from SMS. Essentially, you do not want to show an offer to someone who has already purchased and maybe not have used that offer. That would be that is a customer service nightmare when a customer buys a product and then they receive an SMS saying, get 30% off this product when they paid full price. For example, you're going to get those customers going to your customer service asking, can I put that 30%? Or you just don't want to be giving redundant messages. If they've already converted, then they've already converted. You do not want to bombard your audience with irrelevant messages. Okay, that's exclusions. Okay, SMS Engagement Tracks. We're going to get a little bit in the weeds. It can get a little confusing, but we're going to get through this together. All right. So engagement tracks. So as I mentioned earlier, carriers monitor the engagement rates of SMS messages and may consider your messages to be spam if you are constantly sending to unengaged recipients. So a negative sender reputation can lead to your messages being blocked or filtered, making it difficult to reach your target audience. And yes, this overall affects your ROI. So a regular sending frequency should only be applied to those in track A, and those in track B and D should be targeted less frequently, and it is generally not recommended to send daily marketing messages to customers. Let's go over tracks. So track A, these are your most engaged or recent subscribers who you should be messaging regularly. These are your super fans. Track B, these are your subscribers who engage with about 25% of your messages. Track C, these are your subscribers who rarely engage with your messages. And track D, these are your unengaged subscribers who are non-responsive to your messages. You won't be sending it to this track. And then each track corresponds to the level of engagement of your subscribers. And we are going to combine this with sending frequencies. So common sending schedules include weekly, biweekly, and monthly. So let's get into it. Okay, so for a weekly send schedule, let's say we send campaigns weekly on a weekly schedule for a total of 5 campaigns. This would be a breakdown of the number of campaigns we are sending to each track. So first, notice we're not sending to track D. Track A, we are sending 100% of planned campaigns to this group, weekly campaigns. So track A, track A, track A, track A. Track B, we are sending 60% of our campaign calendar to this group, bi-weekly campaigns. Track B, track B, track B. Track C, we are sending 20% of our campaign calendar. Track C. And then on a bi-weekly schedule, same thing. Let's say we were sending campaigns on a weekly schedule for a bi-weekly schedule for a total of 5 campaigns per month. We are not sending to track D, but we are sending 100% of our planned campaigns to track A. So we see bi-weekly is bi-weekly, track A, track A, track A. We're sending 50 to 60% of our campaigns to track B. Track B ends up being almost monthly, essentially. And then track C, we're sending 20% of our campaigns, which will be bi-monthly. And then our monthly sending schedule. So track A, we're sending 100% of our campaigns to this group. So our monthly schedule, yes, monthly schedule, track A. I got to move my head around. Track A. Track B, we are sending 50% of our campaign calendar to this group. So bi-monthly. So track B, and then track C, we're sending 20% of our campaign calendar. So every 3 months, essentially. And then SMS campaigns frequency combined with engagement tracks. Okay, this is not as complicated if we just apply the math and the percentages. Okay, so next slide, please. There we go. Okay, so SMS engagement segments. So this is in a perfect world. You're going to send approximately 7 campaigns total per month. And this is essentially a sample campaign calendar implementing best practices. If you are a company that doesn't have major announcements or new product releases or any offers, then this definitely will not apply to you. But this is in a ultimate world where everything is perfect. So 7 campaigns total per month. So we're going to do 2 major announcements, 2 follow-up campaigns to major announcements, so early access or last call, and 3 targeted campaigns to segmented audiences, so our very personalized campaigns. And if we combine this with our engagement tracks, so track A, we'd be sending 100% of our planned campaigns. So we're sending 7 campaigns to track A. Track B, we are sending 60% of our campaigns. So we're sending 4 campaigns. And track C, we're sending approximately 1 campaign. So depending on your strategy, you would pick which are the most important campaigns to send to which track. So track B, we'd probably do, let's say, 1 major announcement, 2 follow-up campaigns, and a targeted campaign, for example, or 2 major announcements and 2 follow-up campaigns. That actually makes the most sense. And then track C, maybe we would do just 1 major announcement. And pricing is different in terms of SMS in UK and Australia. So this changes our campaign sending frequency best practices to to really, optimize budget for bang for budget, since its pricing is higher in the Australia and UK. So in this campaign calendar, we're sending 1 major announcement, 1 follow-up campaign, and 2 targeted campaigns to a segmented audience. So we're sending 4 campaigns to track A, we're sending approximately 2 campaigns to track B, and we're sending approximately 1 campaign to track C, and we are not sending to track D. And yeah, so final notes on SMS campaign send frequency. So we want to be mindful of client budget. We want to take into consideration the industry, the product, the sales cycles. We're not sending to send. Even though I'm mentioning, we should be sending 7 campaigns a month, if it doesn't make sense, we're not going to send to send, because we do not want to overload our audience and make our message redundant, develop a spammy and poor sender reputation with our carriers, etc., etc. So the above campaign calendars I just mentioned are best practices if your client checks all those boxes. Using SMS versus MMS. These are all tongue twisters. Okay, so when to use SMS. So to send information, make general announcements, sales, early access, order confirmation, and to link to new content, blogs, tips, or any value added content. Keep in mind that SMS is cheaper than MMS, so knowing when to use both will be extremely valuable in terms of ROI. And when to use MMS. So, new product announcements, back in stock, price drop alerts, abandoned cart, browse abandonment, personality messages with gifts, or inspirational messages. And short codes. So these are going to be for your big fish in the sea. So if you're surpassing the 10,000 mark in terms of deliverability, short codes are for you. So the use of short codes for SMS messages is highly recommended for businesses with growing SMS programs because it provides faster delivery speeds than toll-free numbers, improves brand legitimacy, and is easier to share for promotions. Short codes are also ideal for our favorite time, sales promotions during peak holiday traffic. So think Black Friday, Cyber Monday, and to request a short code, businesses can go to their Klaviyo account and we can find it in the SMS settings. So essentially faster speeds, brand and legitimacy, easier to share for promotions, and ideal for sales and promotions.